On Wednesday, Galatasaray go to Turin for the second leg of their Juventus tie with a 3-goal lead after beating them 5-2 in Istanbul. Serkan, we have a 5-2 lead. There's no way we can squander this, right? We're already qualified for the next round.
Never say never. This is a Champions League game. It's not a Turkish Super League game, so we cannot take this for granted.
Oh, I agree. I agree 100%. So let's dip back into the Konya Spor game. The positive I take out of it, nobody was hurt. Jakobs didn't play a minute. Osimhen didn't even travel. He didn't even go to Konya. So he had a super nice weekend. Davidson didn't play. Abdul Karim just played some. Torreira played a half. Lemina played a half. So we're, except for Shalai, we're super rested and we're healthy. And don't forget the first leg, what we're all fretting about before the game. Oh no, what are we going to do without Lemina? He's got to deal with Cambiaso or whatever, right? We did fine without Lemina, but now we have him back. So we'll come in full strength, but Juventus is going to be missing some key pieces on defense. Serkan, tell us more.
So Cambiaso is suspended, your left back, and Cabal is suspended. So the only left back that they have is Kostic, the ex-Fenerbahce player.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know if Bramer is going to be ready for the game. I think they're going to wait until the day of the game to see if he's fully fit or not. So potentially they have Bremer, Cambiaso, and Cabal out.
And while I'm sure he'll play, Kenan Yildiz exited Juventus's 2-0 loss to Como yesterday. Yeah, they lost just like we did. And they were immediately putting ice on his calf, and he was limping off the field. And so that was Saturday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, he's got 4 days to fix his calf, and he runs a lot. So he potentially will not be 100% either. So I don't know, man. I know we're going on the road, but we're going to have a referee. It's not from Turkey, so that's a plus right away.
Yeah.
They're missing not just defenders, but one of their best defenders that was supposed to be a big problem for us in the first game. Then we're coming in better shape than we did the first game. And there's no way part of the reason we lost the game against Konya, we game planned to rest players. We were already playing Juventus on Saturday. We already were. So that, not just the crap goal that they took away, but the entire team that we took and the mentality, they're already in Turin. So there's no way they're going to overlook this. I'm sure Okan has been finding bigger comebacks than this to show the boys, like was it Barcelona PSG?
From a few years ago? 2017 Champions League game, yes.
Weren't they down like 4 goals or something?
4 goals. PSG won 4-0 the first leg. The second leg was 6-1 to Barcelona.
Yeah. And there's been other games like this too. Real Madrid had one too, where like Benzema scored 3 goals. He came in as a sub and scored 3 goals after the 78th minute, and sent them through. So there are examples of this happening, but you got to look at form too. Juventus just hasn't been good their last 5 or 6 games. They just haven't.
Yes.
They brought Spalletti. In. They kind of got that new coach bump. You know, that little bump you get with a new coach. Then they've kind of evened out.
It goes down over time.
They're coming back down. And I think you're starting to see what happens. They didn't make that striker transfer. And Yildiz, even as young as he is, I think he's starting to wear down. He's playing so many minutes. They can't win without him. If he doesn't play, they can't win. So he's playing cup games. He's playing everything. And it's starting to beat him up. And you're starting to see there's a dip in his performance, not because he's not as good. What we talked about with Abdul Karim, you play enough, you're going to get tired. And when you're tired, you just don't play as good. And they talked about resting Kenan against Como, but the problem Juventus had, we didn't have this problem, but we still suffered from it. They would drop to 5th place, and they were playing 7th place Como. So they needed to win that game. They lost. Now they're only a point out of falling to 7th place and out of Europe, I believe.
Right.
So like a few weeks ago, they were like in a Champions League spot.
They have 4 key players: Kenan, Thuram, Locatelli, and the defender Bremer. So if Kenan is out, Bremer is out.
Or even if
Um,
Kenan's not at 100%.
well, that's right. He's not going to be fully fit, so he's not going to be 100% for sure. I mean, I say that our chances are really high.
Oh
I
yeah.
just don't want to say it up front and say that we'll get through that. So
Well, all you've got to do is go in, even if you just walk out with a draw, you're going through about 3 goals.
even if you lose 2-0, we'll still get to the next round. So,
Yeah.
but you don't want to. Okay, I see what you're saying. You don't want to lose this game.
Again, with those defenders, when those defenders went out, now I know they went down a man as well, but when those defenders went out is when we found more space in the midfield. So we're going to start the game that way. Or Juventus is going to try to play a formation that they usually don't. And
They're going to attack. They have to attack.
which is going to leave them open to the counter.
Right. We have Osimhen, Badish, and Sané. So we have all these wingers and an attacker.
We're
going to find plenty of spaces.
We got Mr. Baklava, Noah Lang, baby. Noah Lang's out there too. So what I would roll out there, I would roll out the same thing: Barish, Noah, and Osimhen up top, and then push Sara up to the 10 with Torreira and Lemina.
So you're leaving Sané out?
Yeah.
Oh.
That what we did worked so well. Why would you change it? Lang has had great success. Lang haunts Juventus in their dreams. He's had so much success against them. Osimhen is such a disruptor, and Barish just destroyed them with his speed. Lang, I like Sané. Sané goes down too much. He's not that kind of player. He's a technical player. I don't think we need a technical player against Juventus. We just need to run over them. We need to bulldoze them.
But if you don't play him, he's going to be unhappy.
Everybody's happy when they're moving on to the next round of the Champions League and they get that bonus. Money makes everybody happy.
Money talks.
Yeah. Again, if you're up 2-0 at halftime, right? Take Barish out, bring in Sané. At that point, they'd have to come up like 5 goals on you. But I don't know why you would, if you make the best cake, let's say you make the best kunafe there is, why would you start ordering your ingredients from somebody different or try something new? You already make the best kunafe. So you saw what this lineup did. Why would you change it? All you want to do is just bring Lemina into it.
No, I think Sané is gonna play because again, Sané is gonna play because he wants to play.
I don't think it works like that.
He's one of the most skillful and one of the most important players in the team. Can you leave Osimhen out because he's not in his top form? No. Can you leave Sané out?
I didn't say Sané was in bad form. I'm just saying this lineup is what had the most effectiveness. The only flaw we saw in the lineup was Eunice playing 10. So you put Eunice on the bench and you move Sara up, who had a good game, into the 10 position to put Lemina in, and you change nothing else.
Sara is not our ideal number 10. That's the problem.
We don't have an ideal number 10.
Why don't we play Sané
at number 10?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm not, but then you take
Sara can hold the ball. He can dribble.
But then you're taking Sara off the field, who's in really good form. If I'm Juventus, I'd be happy to see Sarr on the bench because he played a really good game against them the first leg.
Okay. Well, then we have this one extra defensive midfielder, which happens to be Lemina. So we're going to play with two defensive midfielders, Lemina and Torreira. We don't
Mhm.
need an attacking midfielder.
Well,
So you either play Sane as an attacking midfielder, or you play Sara as a regular midfielder, plays as CM, central midfielder.
mhm.
So we don't have to have an attacking midfielder.
That'd be fine. But I'd like to see Sarr on the field again. Sane played yesterday for a while, so he looked healthy. But this is why you make the transfers, right? You have all these people. You can't fit them all on the field. And so I'm
Right.
going to put the people on the field that are in the best form. So they're scoring and playing well, and they've proved that they're effective against this type of Juventus team. It's a risk to me to put Sane on because I don't know what the result's going to be. He's not a physical player. Lang is not a physical player. Barish is a physical player.
And we got to have a plan B. And to have a plan B, we got to fill those players in plan B, like Sane or Asprilla or any players on the bench. So
Right.
they're going to be our plan B.
That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't remember us having a lead like this going into the second leg somewhere. So I'm
Yeah,
stoked. I think we're
happen
going to
all
do
the
it.
time.
I think we're going to do it. We just need to score that first goal, and we'll be feeling good, Serkan. We'll be feeling good.
As long as we get to the next round.
That's right. That's right. And we'll cross that bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what's today? Today recording this on Sunday. It'll be out Monday. So if you're watching this, it's 2 days away. So that's very exciting. So let's get everything going, Okan Hoja and Hadi, Jimbo.